Hey guys, so I'm actually already late to my uni lecture and attendance counts towards your grade, and a part of attendance is punctuality, which this sis lacks. I have been late for everything my whole life. I don't think I've ever been early for something, not even on time. And here is another example of that. I also woke up at 6:30 today because I was trying to be on time and I have to film this video before my uni seminar. Where's my coffee? I'll be right back. I'm back and I have my coffee. I tried to get in to... Oh, why is my camera wonky? I tried to get in without disturbing the light in the camera, and what did I do? I disturbed the light in the camera while also almost burning myself with my coffee. So I could have just taken the easy route of moving the camera, sitting down and moving it back in, but I like to make my life difficult. So I do this at the start of every video now. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to enjoy life. But yeah, let's get into the tea, I guess. So let's start with the least hard hitting to potentially the most or least, I don't know. I'm going from the shortest to longest story, I'm guessing, is what I did with this. So there is a drag queen called Trixie, and she, for Halloween, dressed up as Gypsy Rose. If you don't know who that is, somehow. Gypsy Rose is a girl who essentially took part in the killing of her own mum, and she did that with her boyfriend who she met later on, and her mum actually pretended that Gypsy was sick or had certain diseases or disorders, and to get free stuff she had free tickets to Disney World, and yeah, it was her mum pretending that her daughter is sick for some kind of benefit or attention. And she also pretended that Gypsy was actually younger than she is, so when Gypsy met her boyfriend, obviously that was a big red flag. That was a big concern for her mum, because then maybe her age and stuff would come out, I don't know, and they ended up actually marrying her. And now Gypsy is actually in prison, and she, I believe, is obviously not well. You can't live a life like that and be okay. So that's a whole touchy subject with this whole case. And Trixie, the drag queen, actually dressed up as Gypsy Rose for Halloween, and that entailed a wheelchair. If a part of your costume is a wheelchair and you don't actually have to use a wheelchair on an everyday basis, I suggest omitting that part of the costume, because at that point you are just mocking people that have to live in a wheelchair 24/7. Not 24/7, obviously not when they sleep, but their waking day for the rest of their lives probably. I think there are certain things, you know, we all have this conversation every Halloween on Twitter. There are certain costumes that maybe you shouldn't do, period. And then there are certain costumes that you shouldn't do. If you want to be someone who is a different skin color to you, just do the whole costume without the skin color change, and just try and do characteristics in the outfit that would show other people that that is the person you're dressing up as. If someone that you're trying to dress up as has some form of physical disability, don't pretend for a day to have that physical disability. I get that Gypsy wasn't actually disabled. I do get that. And that her mum essentially pretended that her daughter is disabled and put her in a wheelchair. I get that. But she didn't know that. So she lived her whole life up until her mum was gone in a wheelchair. Now that's not actually what I was going to talk about, but that's a problem in itself, right? I feel like most people on my channel maybe are not aware of who Trixie is, or are not interested in Trixie. James Charles liked that picture. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I guess Trixie could have dressed up as Gypsy Rose. I guess she was going for a vibe, who she is. Yes, she did take part in someone's murder, which makes her a murderer, sure. You know, people dress up as murderers all the time, whatever. Because it's Halloween, it's supposed to be scary. But just take the disability out of it. I get that that was a part of the story, but just, you could dress up as her and not actually pretend you are disabled, because that is so many ways of just up that I don't agree with. And if you agree with it, then sure, go for it. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth for you to be like, oh, just for this one day, for a few hours, I'm gonna be on a wheelchair, and then after that, not happening. So yeah, just James Charles, don't like pictures of people being essentially just ableist. Yeah, big side eye at James Charles and Trixie. Next thing, Kesha has a makeup line. I like Kesha, I do. She's great. She's gone through a lot, and essentially at this point this makeup line has had mixed reactions. A lot of it is just why is everyone doing a makeup line? Why is it that every single girl, guy, female, male is doing a makeup line? The thing is, just because you wear makeup doesn't mean you're necessarily passionate about makeup and passionate enough to want to start a makeup brand. And I'm just not sure I've ever seen Kesha show some kind of a passion for makeup. I don't think she's ever talked about makeup in a way that she's wow, this is the one thing that I love, that I want to do for the rest of my life. I feel like that was music, and that wasn't makeup. And people are side-eyeing because there are so many YouTube and celebrity brands, makeup lines, that it's just kind of like a big, at this point, like there's Lady Gaga's line, Florence by Millie Bobby Brown, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, Manny MUA's makeup line, Laura Lee's line, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and then there's people collaborating with makeup brands. There's like Carly Bible and Anastasia Beverly Hills, there's Jackie Hanna and Anastasia Beverly Hills, there's James Charles and Morphe, Jaclyn Hill and Morphe, Jeffree Star and Morphe. Morphe's a big part in this. I don't know, people are kind of like, they're having mixed reactions right now because it just seems like everyone's capitalizing on the boom of the beauty industry, because the beauty industry is probably one of the easiest ways you can make a lot of money because everyone likes makeup and everyone likes hoarding and collecting makeup. It's a part of just who we are right now. And if you're online a lot, you get this like feeling of missing out if you don't get certain things, mainly if they're limited edition. So it's just kind of like, I feel like everyone's just capitalizing on this like makeup boom. I feel like back in the day it was like clothing lines, now it's makeup lines, next is going to be, I don't know, something. So I don't know, I'm not like necessarily excited, but then I haven't really seen any pictures. The thing is, I'm just not really excited about these like makeup lines by like musicians that have never experienced like a huge liking for makeup. So I don't know, I'll see what's there. Maybe it'll be really cool. Let me know what you think about celebrity makeup lines and YouTuber makeup lines, and if there's any that you actually think are good and of value and should be there. Now, the last piece of celebrity, an 8-year-old boy, yes. The last piece of celebrity tea is Liam Payne. Liam Payne is 26. Let's start with that. Grown man, if you ask me. And he is dating a girl that everyone in articles claims is 19. And he started dating her last year, which means he'd start dating her when she was 18. False. She is actually 18 right now. She's in fact, as I checked, 10 months younger than me. She's almost a whole year younger than me, which means she is 18. And how do people know that? Because there were articles back in 2016 when she had her 15th birthday, because her dad spent like 6 million on it, and that was a big deal. So in 2016 she had her 15th birthday, which means in 2019 she had her 18th birthday. That's just how maths works. We can't manipulate maths to make this okay. And yeah, so she actually started dating him, or he started dating her, because there's clearly a power dynamic there, when she was 17 and not 18, which actually is legal in the UK. That is not, I don't think he should be going to prison for this. That is legal. The age of consent in the UK is 16, so all power to you. But do I think it's a little bit strange that a 26-year-old man, well 25 at the time, was interested in a 17-year-old? What are you looking for with a 17-year-old? Those people on two different paths of life. If you looked at them as just normal human beings and not celebrities, it would make it even worse. A 17-year-old is not at uni yet. She is at sixth form or college, or essentially high school in America. A 25-year-old has been out of uni for at least 2 years. So they've been in their career doing their thing for at least 2 years if they only did a 3-year degree, which is the average degree in the UK. Those are people in two completely different stages of their life, and they shouldn't mingle. Imagine your 25-year-old boyfriend picking you up from high school. What is a grown man looking for at a high school? And I get it, she's a celebrity. I feel like celebrities can get away with a lot more things without it being inappropriate. And like, we see that a lot. We see a lot of celebrities because they kind of grow up quicker. They don't do the whole like uni, high school thing. They just are celebrities. So I feel like they all just think they're the same age. But I think we should look at it in the perspective of that's a big power dynamic. There is a huge difference there. And I just feel a bit icky with this whole situation. But good for them, I guess. All the girls that were like making up fanfics about Liam Payne 5 years ago are punching the fucking wall right now, because turns out it was never out of the question for them 5 years ago. If they had just waited 5 years, that could have been them, but it's not. Now, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. The Twitter account posted that Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics would be back on the 26th of this month of this year with a new product. Let's think about all the things she could release. She could revamp her lipsticks, which that would be insane, because who would trust her with lipsticks at this point? And anything lip related, so those are out of the question. She could do like a highlighter, because you know one of her best selling products and Becca's best selling products was the Becca Champagne Pop highlight, which actually they made a whole range around the Champagne Pop thing. Turns out Jaclyn Hill hates champagne. I'm just like, you made a whole fucking product, a best-selling product, a whole collection around something that you hate. Couldn't she have called it like white wine pop? I don't know, something that she actually enjoys. Champagne pop, but then she's like, oh, I hate champagne. Okay. The thing is, when you're buying like regular makeup cosmetics, you don't expect them to have some sort of meaning behind them. But when you buy a makeup line YouTuber collaboration or just a YouTuber product, you kind of expect it to mean something to the YouTuber and be like, oh, that's like one of my favorite things. So like Kathleen, she did a lot of collaborations with Colourpop, and all of those shades and all of those products had something to do with something that she was interested in. So she just came out with the So Jaded palette, which was something to do with like crystals and stuff, which she's very into. And then she also had lip products with them, and all of them had names to do with things that she was interested in. So like, I believe an astrology sign palette with Colourpop as well. She also had singles that were like called after her dogs and people that she really liked. So I don't know, when you're buying a Kathleen like Colourpop collaboration, it's things that she's actually interested in, things that actually mean something to her. So when you're buying that product, you're getting like a piece of that person. And then Jaclyn Hill's just like, I'm gonna call this champagne pop, and then 2 years later say that I fucking hate champagne. But at the end of the day, I don't think you should waste your money on Jaclyn Hill cosmetics anymore, because you're essentially, even if the products are the best thing ever, you're giving money to someone who doesn't hold themselves accountable for anything, and someone who doesn't have any empathy for their customers and their wallets. And the thing is, in this day and age, your money is a vote of confidence for the person. Like, if you're putting money into a company, you're essentially saying like, I agree with you, I want to support you. And you could be putting money in other places, like into companies that actually care about you, into companies that actually put in effort and care about what they're doing and care about you. So I don't know, maybe Jaclyn Hill's just not the best person to give your money to. Save your coin. Buy like Anastasia Beverly Hills, you know, someone that actually cares about makeup. Okay, now there's other tea with Jaclyn Hill. Like, allegedly she got rid of the Hill in the Jaclyn Hill cosmetics, which I guess she's just getting rid of John, her ex-husband, just out of the whole question. And she allegedly trademarked lashes, like false lashes. So hopefully no one will go blind from those. Please be careful. Last time we had plastic, metal, glass shards in lipsticks, along with fibers, bubbles, and everything not nice. So I'm not sure what will go wrong with the lashes, but I can't wait to see it unfold. I hope no one goes blind. Please don't let this be some kind of foreshadowing situation. Please have mercy on us. Next thing, Gabbie Hanna, Trisha Paytas, and Gabi Demartino. 2 days ago, I made a video about mini tea, but also included Gabbie Hanna and that whole situation in the ordeal. So, little recap. Gabbie Hanna told Jason Nash that Trisha Paytas has an without confirming it with Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash were dating at one point, but before they were dating, they were just casually hooking up. And Jason Nash is actually 45 and Trisha Paytas is 35. So what I'm saying is, essentially, Jason Nash and Trisha Paytas are not young and irresponsible, hopefully. So when it comes to their sex life and any sexual health concerns, they are the ones that are in charge of that. And like, if you're 15, maybe someone should tell you like, be careful out there, worry about yourself like before other people, and make sure everything's okay. But when you're a grown adult, that is on you. You should, before every experience with someone, make sure that they are in good health so that you end up in good health. And Gabbie Hanna is the youngest out of the three of them and happened to be playing the parent in that situation, running to Jason Nash and saying things that haven't actually been confirmed by anyone. And instead of going to the source, aka Trisha Paytas, and saying, hey, I heard this about you and I think if it's true, you should tell Jason. If you don't, I will go tell him. But at least you acknowledged her existence and actually run this past her. And if it isn't true, then I think you should go talk to the person that said it to me. And that would have been the most appropriate and responsible way to approach the situation, and also the most mature and grown-up way, which Gabbie Hanna claims to be. Now, since then, Gabbie Hanna has now deleted that Instagram story, and she posted on Twitter saying, deleting everything and moving on. Regardless of what people may say or feel, I don't involve myself in internet drama. I spilt coffee on myself again! Oh my god. I'm supposed to be going out in these clothes. The thing is, she says she doesn't involve herself in drama, but she's done nothing over the last 2 years but involve herself in drama. And not only does she start the drama a lot of the time, she never knows when to finish it. And then when people don't want to stop coming at her, she says, oh, but why are people still coming at me? This is old news. I don't know why people are still attacking me. It's because you never hold yourself accountable. You never say, I f***ed up, I'm sorry. You always have to dig your own grave, and you always have to keep on digging, keep on going. You never just know when to draw the line and be like, yep, this is it, I messed up, I'm sorry. You constantly just have to keep on going, and then when things finally hit the fan, you claim you're the victim and you've been attacked, and all these hate channels are coming for you because you're just such a victim right now, and I'm sick of it. Sick of it, okay? I don't pick fights. I don't expose people. I make videos where I do my chores and laugh with my best friend. I hang out with my boyfriend. I write music. Now, what does that say to me? She's coming for Trisha Paytas with saying that. She's saying, you know, I don't expose people. I make videos where I do funny things. I'm a funny person. I have so much personality. She's basically coming for Trisha Paytas saying, you know, I don't make content like you do. You make exposed videos. I make funny videos where I'm actually creative and original and I have fun with people. It's like, okay, and how does that make you any better of a person? I'm so confused. If someone needs to be exposed, they need to be exposed, and that's the tea on that. I don't bring up others for clicks. In this case, someone made a video about me and I stooped to a level I rarely, if ever, stoop to. You always stoop to this level, chief. Responding. I found myself in a situation of being someone's drama of the week, and it's exhausting and a waste of time. Let's reverse back to a tweet that Tana Mojo tweeted and you replied to. Did you not want to be in drama? Or is this not the drama that you expected to be in? Did you want it to be more of your narrative? You know, you narrate the drama and you say when it starts and ends and you say what people say about you, but this is just out of your control and suddenly drama just doesn't seem like such a fun idea anymore? Yeah. That's how drama works. It's not predictable and you can't narrate it. Sorry. Back to hanging out with my friends and making music and because she's just such a quirky gal. She's so quirky and cute and she just never involves herself in drama. I'm just so quirky. I'm just gonna go back to making music and hanging out with my friends because I'm so quirky. Trisha Paytas tweeted out saying, Gabbie Hanna saying I'm blackmailing is huge defamation. 1000% hearing from my lawyers tomorrow, and I have never ever called my lawyers about another YouTuber. Now, if you're wondering what that's referring to, Gabbie Hanna actually, after saying she's not going to be involved, tweeted out saying, my beautiful, amazing, sweet friend Gabi Demartino just called me sobbing because Trisha threatened to make a post. She's terrified and broken. This is crossing a line. Gabi does not deserve this. Trisha then tweets out saying, petty drama bullshit aside, you say I'm blackmailing someone is a huge accusation. I've sent all text conversations between me and Gabi Demartino, not even involving Gabbie Hanna, but she's sticking her nose in this for God knows why. You're accusing me of this and it's not going to fly. Once my lawyers get involved tomorrow, I can no longer talk about this. This is a very sketchy situation where people involved have texted me admitting to me they lied multiple times. Didn't force anyone to say they lied. Everyone involved told me in private on text that they knew they lied. I even said you don't have to say anything and just forget it. Gabbie Hanna is scary and lying on others. Lie to yourself, fine, but accusing me of blackmail is a huge line you crossed. She was copied on the email to my lawyers. She can have hers reach back out. She is so scary. And then Trisha Paytas retweeted someone replying to Gabbie Hanna, which has now been deleted, saying, you literally asked Gabi Demartino about a situation that involves you and Trish. You put her in that situation, which is true. In the text between Gabbie Hanna and Gabi Demartino, Gabi Demartino says that she does not want to be involved in drama. And what did Gabbie Hanna do? Involve her in the fucking drama. This is what happens when you trust people like Gabi, who are on the verge of being, well, I think she's admitted to this before, very narcissistic, and only think of themselves and how situations will benefit them. And when it hits the fan, who can they use to get out of that situation? And who did she use? Her amazing, closest, sweetest friend, Gabi Demartino. Then Trisha Paytas, you know, the tweet about Gabbie Hanna is scary and lying on others, lie to yourself, fine. That tweet, someone replied to it saying, oh my god, she is insane, lol. She went on and on about how she's home minding her own business and how happy she is with life. Meanwhile, at the same time, she's texting people, is Trisha talking about me? Dying for drama and trying to get involved in your private life. WTF. And Trisha actually quote retweets that and says, it's scary, I've only met this girl twice my whole life for a few minutes. Like, I can't fathom this. And then someone else says, I highly suspect Gabi and Gabi orchestrated this entire thing for attention for the podcast Gabi just did, saying she FaceTimed Gabi to address it. It's crazy to see how much Gabi played both sides. It seems like she was setting Trisha Paytas up because they knew she'd pop off. That's the thing. I feel like a lot of people like to provoke Trisha Paytas and kind of poke the bear because they know that she's got a short fuse and she, you know, she does very impulsive things. She will post a video straight away without maybe having time to just cool down and relax and just like think about it. So I feel like it's very messy for them to think that doing this wouldn't evoke some kind of a reaction from her. And, you know, Trisha Paytas is just not someone that usually stays quiet about her feelings, and that is just who she is. I'm not saying that's negative or positive. That's very just like her is just what she does. So I think it's very silly to think that she wouldn't post this video, knowing her and knowing her past. And like, then Trisha Paytas posted a chat between her and Gabi Demartino saying, Gabi said, I just promised I won't talk to you. Trisha replies saying, you're just a mean girl, Gabi, and you're not dumb, Gabi. And she replies, I don't know what what to say. Should I do a video? And Trisha Paytas says, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to tell you what to do. And she comments on that saying, how is that even close to blackmail? I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't care. That is the furthest thing from blackmail. I didn't think in this whole situation I would actually stick with Trisha Paytas on this. I didn't think I would actually defend Trisha Paytas. But here I am doing the one thing I didn't think I would do. How is that in any way blackmail? She literally said, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. And then Gabi screenshots a chat between her and Trisha where she says, you want to talk about a mean girl? Trisha did manipulate me into tweeting my apology because she knew I would do anything to get her to still like me. And while she's texting me everything's fine, she's continuing online because I guess this is what she does and likes. And Trisha essentially just replied to her saying, cool, thank you, I wish you the best. Gabi is an evil human being. Multiple people have horror stories about her aside from me. I don't associate with anyone who trusts her or thinks she's a good person for my own mental well-being. I wish you nothing but the best. For real, I mean that sincerely. Good luck with everything. How is that in any way a manipulation? To me, that is Trisha being the 35-year-old woman that she is supposed to be. Mature, grown up, and handling drama the way drama should be handled. Publicly saying, hey, this is what's been said about me. I don't agree with it because this has been made public now. So it would be weird if she didn't address this publicly and everyone just thinks that she has herpes. But she also privately said, cool, thank you. I wish you the best. I am refusing to associate with you because you associate with Gabbie Hanna, but sincerely wish you everything in life. Just because you are desperate for her attention and her friendship is your business. But Trisha said, like, I wish you the best. Have fun. Do your thing. I'm warning you about Gabbie Hanna, but if you want to still associate with her, don't associate with me, but that's fine. I wish you the best. I'm so confused how that in any way, shape or form is a manipulation of any sort. Oh God. Then Trisha Paytas said that it wasn't when it happened on set. It was when she was sleeping, when Trisha slept over at Gabbie's, and apparently Gabi Demartino talks plenty of shit on two of her former YouTube friends. And yeah, it leaked out that way, I guess. And then Nikki, who's Gabi Demartino's sister, says, why can't people just pick up the phone and talk? No, we gotta send nasty texts, not let people explain themselves, write them off and make videos. Right. I don't think there's anything to fix or talk on the phone about here. Then Gabi Demartino actually tweets out saying, dude, I'm starting to think she plotted this whole thing. The way she flips out on me isn't normal after having such a lovely week together. Maybe she flipped out on you because you told other people that she had herpes when she doesn't. After having a lovely week together, like after having a lovely week together, you decided to tell other people that she has herpes that she doesn't have. Maybe that's why she flipped out on you. I'm not sure. Who I was with wasn't the person who was texting me. Imagine someone you admire sending texts like this to you. Maybe if it's someone you admire, you shouldn't tell people that she has herpes when she doesn't, and then she won't text you with aggression. Hear me out, Chief, that might be the case here. That's the tea so far. I actually never thought I'd say this, but the one person in the situation that I agree with and almost feel bad for is Trisha. Even if she does have herpes, like that is just not something you want people to know about. And Gabi's, both of them were in no position to say anything about that situation to anyone. Gross, grim, and they're both playing the victim because that's the easiest thing to do in that situation. And that's the only thing they know is playing the victim. At least Trisha Paytas doesn't play the victim. She just kind of says, oh yeah, I'm shit, essentially. I don't know. I'm just tired. Can you tell I'm just tired? Anyway, I have to go to uni. Gabi, trash. Gabi number 2, trash. Trisha Paytas, surprisingly not trash. Other than, you know, pretending to be transgender and lying about making money from being transgender and all the things that she did. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and you can comment down below and subscribe because I post videos every other day, or at least I will try. Turn notifications and you know when that's happening. Follow me on socials, they'll be in the description down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.